Good morning, everyone. Last class we started a female reproductive physiology. So in that we finished ovarian cycle. We will move on to next topic, that is endometrial cycle or uterine cycle. So in the ovarian cycle, each month what are the changes is taking place in the ovary we studied. So at the same time, simultaneously, there are changes taking place in endometrium. Endometrium is a layer of uterus. Okay, so also call it as uterine changes. Okay, so it is a cyclic changes occurring in endometrium, that is in the uterus. So these changes are mainly due to production of estrogen and progesterone by the ovaries. That means, so the ovarial changes that will mainly produce a hormone estrogen and progesterone. Due to this production of these hormones, that will bring the changes in the endometrium. The duration, normal duration is 28 days. In this, there are three phases: menstrual phase, proliferative phase, and secretory phase. That means if the cycle is 28 days, suppose from here the first to 28, okay, at the 14th day the ovulation. The first 1 to 5 days we call it as a menstrual phase. Okay, so then from 6th to 14th, that is proliferative phase, then 14 to 28 it is secretory phase. Okay, so I will start with the proliferative phase from 5th to 14th day. Okay, proliferative phase, what are the changes is taking place. So in the proliferative phase, it is the from 6th to 14th day. So at this time, the thickness, the only a thin layer of endometrium is remaining. Okay, so all will shed off. So only a thickness of the endometrium which is less than 2 mm. That means very less. Okay, the thin layer of basal layer. So you can see here, this is uterine cavity. So in the uterine cavity, this endometrial glands are present and spiral arteries are present. So the basal arteries. So in the endometrial gland, so in the endometrial gland, so mainly it contain the glycogen. So I will tell later. So it is considered with the follicular phase of the ovarian cycle. The thickness here it is going on increasing. So at the end of the menstrual phase, the only a thin layer of basal part of the endometrium is remaining. So from 2 mm it is go to about 3 to 4 mm proliferation is taking place. And there is a formation of a spiral arterioles. Okay, formation of spiral arterioles I told na. So this is the spiral arteriole, so that is filled with the blood. Okay, spiral arterioles. Then there is a special type of a gland called endometrial glands. Okay, so endometrial glands also develop that mainly contain glycogen. Okay, so mainly contain glycogen. So understood here, what will happen, the thickness of the endometrium is increasing. Okay, so which is at the end of menstrual cycle it is 2 mm, it is go to 4 to 5 mm. Okay, that is due to multiplication of the cells by mitotic cell division. Then spiral arteries are also start developing. Okay, then uterine glands and duct are developing, so that mainly contain glycogen. Okay, so these are the changes that is taking place in proliferative phase. So all these changes are mainly due to hormone is estrogen. So estrogen is producing from the theca interna cells of the maturing follicle, right? So next after this, so at the time of 14th there is a ovulation is taking place. So after that the secretory phase will arise this. Okay, so in the secretory phase this will coincide with the luteal phase of ovarian cycle. The duration is 14th 15th to 28 days. Okay, so here, so there is a elongation and coiling of endometrial mucous glands is taking place. So in the proliferative phase the endometrial glands are developed, so that become elongation and coiling of these glands is taking place. Then the endometrium thick become more thickened further, and glands secrete the thick viscous fluid that contain glycogen. So you just write the glands say contain glycogen increases. Progesterone promotes the spiraling of the blood vessels, so blood supply increases and thickness increases. Then why these things is happening? Because it is preparing the uterus for implantation. If the 14th day the fertilization happens, so then next it will form a corpus luteum, right? So corpus luteum will start secreting the hormone, and here in the uterus what will happen, the these hormones prepare the uterus for proper implantation of fertilized zygote by giving a proper nutrition like glycogen and blood supply. Okay, increase the blood supply, and also thickness of the endometrium increases. Understood? So what are the changes? The endometrium thickness increases, ducts of uterine glands become more coiled. Okay, so that secrete a thick viscous fluid containing glycogen. Then spiral arteries will be developed more, and blood supply increases. Uterine glands start secreting the secretion which rich in glycogen, which is necessary to supply the nutrition for growing embryo. Okay, so all these changes are influenced by the hormone estrogen and progesterone. Okay, that is secreted by corpus luteum. Understood? So these are the changes taking place in secretory phase. So now if there is no fertilization, okay, if there is no fertilization of the ovum, the degeneration of corpus luteum is happening. Okay, so that means there is a loss of hormones support to the endometrium. Now what will happen at the 26th day? If there is no fertilization, the corpus luteum become corpus albicans. So that will go for regression, degeneration will happen. So because of degeneration of this corpus luteum, the hormones, mainly it is secreting the hormones, right? Estrogen and progesterone. So that level will be decreases. Okay, hormone level will be false at the end of the secretory phase at the 26th day. Okay, so 26th day, because of drop of all the hormone level, there is a menstrual phase will begins. Okay, menstrual phase. In the menstrual phase, so what will happen? First, there's an intense spasm of spiral arteries. That means, so the spiral arteries which is formed, so that is a spasm is taking place that leads to hypoxia and ischemia due to release of leukotrienes and prostaglandins. These are the hormones. Okay, then ischemia will causes the necrosis of stratum and wall of the spiral arteries due to the shrinking of the endometrium, and necrosis of the endometrium will taking place. So due to shrinking of endometrium, there is a necrosis of the layers of endometrium is taking place. So at that time, so these spiral arteries mainly contain blood, right? So these blood vessels will open, and the blood vessels get open. There's a seepage of or a flow of the blood into endometrial necrotic tissue. Okay, there is a seepage of blood into endometrial necrotic tissue. Separation of necrotic tissue and sludge off is taking place. Okay, so all these endometrial debates that is, which mainly contain the necrotic tissue, blood, so fluid, and prostaglandin, fibrolysine, so these are called endometrial debates, that is a waste. Okay, so these materials which will be discharged as the menstrual flow. Okay, so first what will happen, there is an intense spasm or shrinking of the endothelial lining of the arteries is taking place. Okay, so then that become more necrosis is happen, and this necrotic tissue and will be form as a endometrial debris, and also the blood vessels will open and seepage of the blood into endometrial necrotic tissue, and separation of these necrotic tissue is taking place. So all these debates will be uh, discharged from the body as a menstrual flow. Okay, so that is happening in the menstrual phase. Understood? So about 50 ml of blood will be lost. Okay, so in that 75% is the arterial blood and rest is the venous blood. So this is the how the each one is connected. Okay, so this is the menstrual cycle. Okay, so you can see the red color is the arteries that is filled with the blood. You can see here, this is here, it is very small, and go on as go it will increases. Okay, and this is the size of the endometrial layer. Okay, so in the menstrual phase it is very low and very thin, then in the proliferative phase it is increasing, and in the secretory phase it is become more thick. So at the simultaneously in the ovarian cycle, so due to release of the hormone, so there is a development of Graafian follicle is taking place in the follicular phase, so that will mainly secrete the estrogen. Okay, so that estrogen is, this is a peak of the estrogen hormone is taking place. Because of the action of that, the changes are taking place in the proliferative phase in the uterus. So here, after that ovulation is taking place. After ovulation, there is a increase in progesterone level. Okay, you can see here the progesterone level is increasing, it reached the peak, and so that will affect on the formation of corpus luteum and maintain the secretory phase. Okay, so all this is happening, the estrogen and progesterone that is mainly secreted from the ovary, but due to the influence of the higher level, like from the higher anterior pituitary, due to release of luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, follicle stimulating hormone. So next, coming to the abnormalities, anovulatory cycle. So in the anovulatory cycle, sometimes the ovum is not released. Okay, the ovum will be not released in anovulatory, that cycle we call it as anovulatory cycle. Amenorrhea is absent of menstrual cycle. Okay, absence of menstrual bleeding, so is known as amenorrhea. So in that again, primary and secondary amenorrhea, in the primary amenorrhea, here the menstrual cycle have not started at all. Okay, it is not started only. But in secondary, here menstrual cycle will happen, but are stopped for some time in between. Okay, so in between, sometimes it will stop because of so many reason. Okay, so one is during pregnancy time, you can see in the secondary amenorrhea, in that time the menstrual cycle will stop. Okay, then hypomenorrhea means so the frequency will be less. Then menorrhea means abnormally profusion bleeding. Okay, so menorrhea means abnormally profuse bleeding or severe bleeding is taking place. So these are the some abnormalities of menstrual cycle. Then dysmenorrhea is discomfort menstruation or painful menstruation. Then premenstrual syndrome, so that means before starting or onset of menstrual cycle, menstrual phase, some women will have some syndrome, like increase in their anxiety level, in anxiety, emotional disturbance, headache, then sweat. So these are called premenstrual syndrome. Okay. So next is menopause. So menopause is a permanent stoppage of menstrual cycle that usually occurs between the age of 45 and 50 years. Okay, so menopause means, pause means stop. Okay, so there is a menarche means beginning, menopause means stoppage. Okay, permanent stoppage of menstrual cycle, so that usually occurs between the age of 45 to 50 years. Okay, the reason, there is a non-responsiveness of the ovary for FSH and LH hormone, or maybe disappearance of the follicles. Okay, then the above will leads to cause of menopause. Okay.